We study today the simple past and the past continuous or the past progressive. Now it's about the tense that took place in the past and has nothing to do with the present. The form of the simple past, we either say simple past or past simple, it's the same thing. So the form of the simple past is quite simple in English. You have just to know that there are some verbs which are called regular verbs. You need just to add in the past ed for them. Like, for example, the verb work. In the present, I say I work. But in the simple past, I add an ed to mark the past tense. But this is not a general rule for all the verbs, because there are some verbs which end in e, and of course we are not going to add another e, so we will have two e's. So in that case, we add only a d. For example, love, it ends with e in the present. In the past, simple past, we add a d to mark the simple past. For irregular verbs, well, it's quite complicated. And in that case, you have to know them by heart. You have to revise them, you have to read a lot, you have to memorize them. For example, eat. In the simple past, it is ate. The verb leave, it becomes left, etc. The simple past form of each irregular verb must therefore be learned by heart. There is no other way to know them. It's not a matter of intelligence or being clever or anything, but it's a matter of knowing them by heart. Now, in the negative form, well, you have to remember the simple present rule. Excuse me. In the negative form, we need an auxiliary, and it's the auxiliary did. This is the auxiliary, the past auxiliary of do and does. But luckily here in the simple past, we don't have, like in the simple present, do and does. We have only did for all the pronouns. Okay? And this is formal, and this is not formal. And also we use it in spoken English. This is the contraction. For example, when I want to say the negative, I say, I didn't work. You didn't work. They didn't work. He didn't work. In the question form, we have to add the did. And of course, we have to reverse the order. Did I work? Did you work? Please never forget the use of the auxiliary in the negative and in the interrogative, in the question form. Don't imagine that if you use the question mark, you are going to get away with the use of did. No. So you have to know that in English, in the question form or in the negative, the verb needs an auxiliary, a helping verb. In the negative interrogative form, it's the same thing. You have just to add not. Did you not? This is spoken English. Be careful when you have the main verb, not the helping verb, is do. Well, you are going to apply the same rule. What did you do at the weekend? Not what did you at the weekend. Because if you say what did you, where is your main verb? You don't have any main verb. So your sentence is not accepted, it's incorrect. So here, did is the helping verb, it's the auxiliary, and this is my main verb. I didn't do anything. You don't say no, you don't say I didn't anything. So this is my auxiliary verb, helping verb, and this is my main verb. This is the most important verb.